Analysts affirms that President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has made the difficult but necessary decision to remove PNP Chief Police General Nicolas Torre III from his duties. The President believes that his national security apparatus must always work within the framework of the law.
They say you'll have to wait 24 to 48 hours before making your 2 cents and posting it on social media ukol sa isang kontrobersyal na issue na wala pang sapat na datos o impormasyon. Kagaya ng pagkasibak kay PNP Chief General Nicolas Torre na talaga namang gumulat sa kanyang mga fans at haters. Kilala natin si Torre bilang pinaka number 1 na personalidad sa mga pinaka high profile arrests sa bansa. Ang pagka-aresto kay cult leader Apollo Kibuloy at dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Diyan siya nakilala bilang isang matapang at prinsipiyadong man in uniform. Dahil sa kanya, unti-unting nagtiwala muli ang mga Pilipino sa kapulisan na dati nadungisan ng imahe bilang tukhang operatives ni Duterte sa kanyang 6 na taong peking war on drugs. Pero ngayong araw lang, ika-26 ng Agosto, nagulantang ang social media sa balitang natanggal na siya sa pwesto bilang PNP chief. That's barely 3 months as head of the agency, following his appointment on June 2nd. Kaya maraming katanungan ang mga netizens. Bakit siya tinanggal?
Sir, can you enlighten us kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng difficult but necessary?
The president is very fond of General Torre. In his brief tenure as chief and even before that as CIDG, the president and General Torre have had a wonderful and productive relationship. However, there comes a crossroads in a president's decision making that he has to make the tough but necessary decisions to push his agenda forward.
So going back to the 24 to 48 hour rule, mukhang wala yan sa mga DDS or Duterte fanatics. Bigla silang nagdiwang. Early celebration sabi nga nila. Bakit hindi? Isa si Torre sa mga pinaka-hated personalities sa gobyerno para sa mga DDS. Isa sa mga nagdiwang at nagpahayag ng kanyang saloobin ay si Senator Bato de la Rosa. Galit pa rin daw siya kay Torre pero ngayon ay naaawa na raw kasi parang ginamit lang siya ng the powers that be, ang mga Marcoses.
Apollo Kibuloy at kay President Duterte. Pero ngayon naawa ako sa kanya dahil after nung ginawa niya lahat-lahat, binigyan siya ng posisyon, tapos sinibak lang rin siya.
Sumabat din of course ang presidential ate na turncoat o mangga daw ayon sa mga DDS, si Senator Amy Marcos. Karma raw ang sinapit ni Torre.
Nako, may balik yan, magdahan-dahan ka. Hindi ko naman alam, magiging bilang anghel ako at nagpapaumanhin ako, wala akong alam.
Pero ano nga ba talaga ang dahilan ng pagkatanggal kay Torre?
Sir, itatanong ko yung tanong din ng marami. Ano yung reason bakit inalis mo si General Torre?
Precisely because we are a country of laws and not of men, that the institutions must be larger than the people who run it. And in this case, the president saw it necessary that the institution of the PNP and the NAPOCOM be upheld as according to the spirit of the law as it was created.
The official statement from DILG Chief John Vic Remulla was that it was a presidential prerogative. Typical corporate talking points ang tono ng kanyang press con. No violations, national interest daw ang desisyon, described as difficult but necessary on the part of President Bongbong Marcos, at wala raw hidwaan sa pagitan ni Remulla at Torre.
From the very start pa, may mga disagreements na kayo ever since?
No, never. PNP chief and I have always had a great relationship. Remember, I only entered the SILG last October, and that's the first time I met him. And from then till now, our relationship is, I would care to say that it is stellar.
Pero ang siste, may plano raw na ibang government position si Marcos para kay Torre, pero hindi alam ni Remulla kung tatanggapin niya ang alok. Whatever this position is, wala pang announcements. Tahimik din si Torre.
That will be taken by the NAPOCOM. However, I was privy to a conversation that the president is considering him for another post in government, and we will know soon if General Torre will accept.
Now, it's just wait and see. Pero again, sa mga DDS, tuwang-tuwa sila. Kinarma raw si Torre. On the other side, both Marcos loyalists and even kakampinks want answers. Pero dahil tahimik ang lahat maliban sa mga DDS, all we have are theories. And we can narrow down these theories into 2. Strategic promotion or demotion. Yun lang. Some say an NBI post awaits Torre. Others say that's not possible kasi hindi raw siya member of the bar. Anti-corruption czar ba? We don't know. But what we do know is Marcos's offer stands. Secret pa lang siya. Is this another case of political divide and conquer? The Machiavellian in the president at work again? We don't know.
Second months. Okay, aside dun sa, apart dun sa Napol Congreso, may nabanggit kayo among other things. Ano pa yung mga other issues kay PNP na nagkaroon ng consideration? Bakit siya kaya?
That is between the national security apparatus and him, and that is an executive privilege we cannot divulge.
Now we can only speak of what we know as of this moment. Ayon sa mga ugong-ugong, ang pinaka-main trigger daw ay yung alleged overreach ni Torre sa pagre-reassign ng high-ranking PNP officials without proper clearance mula sa National Police Commission, NAPOLCOM, na siyang civilian body na nag-o-oversee sa PNP. Noong Agosto 14, naglabas ang NAPOLCOM ng resolution na nagdi-direct kay Torre na i-roll back ang reassignments ng 13 officials. Kasama na ang kanyang deputy na si Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Nartates Jr. na na-demote pa at na-assign sa Western Mindanao. Ang refusal ni Torre na sumunod ay nagpalala di umano ng tensyon dahil parang na-challenge ang authority ng NAPOLCOM under the Department of the Interior and Local Government, DILG, na pinamumunuan ni Secretary John Vic Remulla, isang kilalang Marcos ally. Si former PNP chief at ngayon Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson mismo ang nagsabing this was acting beyond his authority kasi nga ang ganitong moves ay nangangailangan ng presidential o NAPOLCOM approval. At syempre, eto rin yung chismis na binanggit ni Manang Aimee.
Ang pagkaalam ko, na-demote si Nartates at yung pang general na Ilocano, nagdadaig kung bakit daw nangyari yun. Kaya sinita ko siya, sabi ko, hoy, ba't ganun? Nako, may balik yan, magdahan-dahan ka. Hindi ko naman alam, magiging bilang anghel ako. At nagpapaumanin ako, wala akong alam. Ang alam ko lang, ang balita ko, doon sa mga appointment ng mga RD at iba pa, talagang hindi sila nakipagkonsulta kay Secretary John Vic. Hindi naman tama yun. Siyempre, may boss tayong lahat. Yung boss na si John Vic. At ikalawa, masyadong maingay at maugong na nagmamalaki yung ibang classmate niya na tatakbong presidente o vice-presidente.
This incident highlights the broader political undercurrents. The Marcos administration is trying to navigate a very delicate balance. Loyalty from the security sector on one hand, and on the other, avoiding perceptions na masyado silang pabor sa Duterte camp. Lalo na't si Torre ang naging mukha ng mga high-profile arrests, si former President Rodrigo Duterte, Marso 2025 sa bisa ng ICC warrant, at si Kingdom of Jesus Christ leader Apollo Quiboloy, September 2024.
Hihilain ko yan. Hihilain ko yan. Naku, maniwala ka, hihilain ko yan. Your lawyers are witnesses. You can always file. You have to kill me. We can do this the hard way, sir. Maniwala ka rin.
These actions earned Torre respect for being bold, pero syempre, naka-alienate din siya ng mga Duterte loyalists. Kasama na si Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa na openly nagpakita ng mixed feelings. Galit at awa, sabay tingin kay Torre as nothing more than a pawn following unconstitutional orders.
Galit ako na naawa ako sa kanya. Because I've been there. What if ako ang nandiyan, nakaupo at sinunod ko lahat ng orders ng nagbibigay ng orders sa akin. Lahat-lahat na ginawa ko. Kahit na yung bordering to illegal acts, unconstitutional acts, questionable acts.
Pero kung iyon man talaga ang dahilan, sa totoo lang, iyon ang gusto namin kay Torre. Bold, fearless, at minsan master troll pa. Kengkoy, naalala niyo ba kung paano niya binara at pinahiya si Basti Duterte na tumakbo pa Singapore matapos tanggapin ang suntukan challenge?
Kasi matapang ka lang naman, we have the position pero kung suntukan tayo, alam kung makaya, bitas.
Tama-tama, dahil marami ang nasa lanta ngayon ng bagyo at baha. Maybe we can use this moment or this opportunity for to raise funds in a charity boxing match.
The evidence clearly points to politics as the main driver. Yung defiance ni Torre sa NAPOLCOM ay nag-expose ng vulnerabilities sa chain of command ni Marcos. Pero hindi naman ito mukhang dead-end dismissal. May indications of a more strategic position ayon kay Remulla, na parang nire-reposition lang si Torre kung saan magagamit ang skills niya, whether sa engineering for infrastructure or investigative roles. Pero this time, walang PNP drama. In short, it's balancing discipline with utility, isang hallmark ng tinatawag na pragmatic governance ni Marcos. Kung walang bagong post na lalabas, ibig sabihin mas malapit ito sa pure politics. Pero kung may kapalit na mas mataas o mas angkop na role, then it's a calculated upgrade. Promotion or demotion ba ang naghihintay kay Torre? Well, let's just wait and see.